So I'm fixing to pull up over here. This is a job that a guy wants to separate 3 pies. He's got 1 big pie, he wants to make it into 3. I don't really know, like I was saying earlier, I don't really know. That's all I really know. He put a video on next door, but it's kind of hard to tell with the video. He's too close to the piles. You can't really tell I can't tell how big they are. It doesn't really matter. I know that I can, you know, I can use a grapple bucket and I can dispose of them pretty easy, really. So, yeah. I can definitely separate them, you know, if that's what he wants to do. But there might be some better options for him. I'm always going to look at the overall what he's trying to do. I like to know what people are trying to do instead of somebody just hiring me. Hey, they're really hiring you more than for just the ability to do the work. They're hiring a guy like me anyway to, you know, maybe point out some things that they might not have seen or they may not know, you know what I'm saying? So, it's right here. But a lot of times you can give, you know, ideas that they, you know, they're paying, you know, people pay for more than just the ability to do the work. They pay for knowledge or experience that they, you know, that they don't know about or whatever. So, and I definitely bring that to the table if I don't, because I know how to do things in a way that's not maybe atypical, and I'm not greedy. I don't have to, you know, I don't have to make a, you know, a boatload of money or whatever, as long as it don't take a boatload of time. So, but it ain't nothing cheap. That's a fact. So we'll go over here and see. This is right over here where I was at a few weeks ago with the mulcher. Me and Phil. So, and a cul-de-sac too. All right, y'all. Okay, y'all. So let's walk it real quick. I don't think I'm gonna get this job. But I want to get video. I'm already here, so this will probably be most of the video for the day. So, yeah, he is. His expectations. I think he's in over his head. It's one of them things where a dude might have more money than sense, because he's. And I'll talk about it more in the truck. Let me just get some clips here. So. He wants this filled in, right? Wow. Big old hole. He wants this filled in. And then I want y'all to see this amount of debris here. And maybe the camera, I don't know if the camera will do it justice or not. I don't think he has, I don't think that he's wanting to spend the money that's going to require to get all this stuff in order. So that house right there is empty. So they used to own this property. They had a hard time with this property perking for the septic. So look at this pile right here. And just to kind of show y'all how big it is. Yeah, it's big. And then look at all the dirt in there. He wants to burn this. And this is the kind of stuff that he's bringing here to burn it, to cut it with, you know. I mean, you out of your league, dog. I mean, look at this root ball here. Oh, it's not just a root ball, it's a whole freaking tree. Look at all that in there. So what I told him, y'all, and we'll walk around it. What I told him is for me to bring the skid over here and to move this to the middle, $1,000. And I know at $1,000, I'm cheap, right? I'm thinking it'd take about 3 hours. So he wants to, well, I don't have to move it all. I need to move pieces out of the center and just take it and put it over there on down some, so he can burn it. The city won't let him burn it like this. It's too much. And to be quiet, look at all the big trees in here. You're not gonna be able to burn this without a machine. You're gonna have to cut all this. You see the saw he's got over there? Dude. So, yeah. So then, as I don't know if y'all can see how the land goes up to my truck. He was saying, okay, so he told me on this right here, he said he was only wanting to spend $500. Yeah, I knew then that this wasn't going to be a job for me. But I'm here, so I might as well get footage while I'm here. I don't have a lot going on today. So I told him I'd bring the machine over here for $1,000 and I would make him 3 piles. I could probably spend 2 hours right here on that with the grapple bucket and move some of that and make it where that's a solid piece of aluminum right there, y'all. Wow. So yeah, and then look at the amount of dirt right here. How many tons of dirt do y'all think that is? I guarantee you that's 35 or 40 tons of dirt. What do y'all think? Y'all let me know. Y'all see how, I don't know if y'all can see the whole thing. I'll get over here on the way back to the truck. But I gotta go make some money. I've been over here for 35 minutes and I ain't made a dime, and I don't think I'm gonna get this job. So, and it's okay, I don't really have to get it, but I learn, right? But y'all see how much dirt that is? This is the equivalent of filling in a pool. There's swimming pools that are smaller than this, you know. So he said I got to pump the water out of there. Well, where are you going to pump the water to? See, these are all things that ain't nobody thinking about, because you can pump that water out here, and then you got a muddy mess, and you're going down in the people's house. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot here, man. So. But he wanted, so he says, so well, for the 1,000, he said he wanted to do 500 for the pile, to make 3 piles out of that, and bring one of them on down here to where he's not under the trees. And then he said he'd like to get this filled in too. And I said, well, $1,000 minimum for moving the piles. And that, a lot of times that's just to get a gauge on where they're, you know, what they're thinking, but. Yeah, he's not going to be the kind of customer that, well, I don't even think he has the money to really develop this like it's supposed to be. He doesn't know. He's got a lot of problems over here that he's going to run into with the county. I know the county, so I've been doing work in the county, and before I started doing this for a living, I worked for an engineer, and we would do site development. And this is, yeah, he wants to make this level. So you're talking about. My machine can't do that. No. At $500, ain't nobody even gonna bring a machine over here for that. So I thought $1,000 was cheap, and I was taking a chance. But I got another little job that I could do in that course of the day where I could be at, you know, 2,300 on the day with the skid. If I could do this, and then I got another one over about 4 miles from here. But y'all see that, man. Oh my God, what a waste of time. See, these are the things that I talk about all the time when you got to make a lot of money out here, because if you don't, you'll find yourself wasting time. There's no way, I don't even think that I would want to do that job at all. After walking in with the camera, yeah, I'm not even, he ain't gonna drag me. I'm not gonna let him. He ain't got the money to be building no house. If he's thinking $500 is gonna get all that stuff moved, I don't know who's gonna do anything for $500 with a machine like mine or not. You ain't gonna get, I mean, you ain't gonna get anybody over there to do that for $500, man. Or you bumped your damn head, dog. I ain't trying to be, nasty about it, but that's not realistic, man. So, and I know that at $1,000, that I ain't making nothing either. I mean, I ain't going backwards, but I ain't going forward real fast for sure. So I got a bunch of people texting me about, messaging me about the cutter head. So one of the guys come on here and I think he watches the videos, and he offered me $5,000 for one. Dude, I mean, there's no way that I could sell one for $5,000. I mean, that is, I mean, the day of time and energy and effort that I took to go to the auction, I'm going to get more than that. Not to mention, I had to put money out in the street, and for me to get a $500 return, that's not. I'd rather keep it, to be honest. I got another offer for $5,800, and I turned him down too. So it ain't nothing personal. I think I can get what I'm asking for it. See, I don't know. It'd be worth it to me. If I were looking for a cutter, and I had somebody like me doing videos showing you this cutter, showing you the money that he's making, actually showing, not talking about it, but actually showing the grind, showing what he can do, showing the workflow, the money that has been made. You do 3 jobs, you done paid for it. And that's the way I'm looking at it. So, I mean, I've been trying to break the one that I got, and I ain't been able to break it yet. So, and I've done all the testing for you. You don't have to worry about, getting a piece of junk or whatever. And you might be able to get one at an auction for cheaper, or might not. I don't know. I've seen them where they're going for as little as $2,500, and then as high as $7,500 on the Ritchie Brothers. So I'm glad that I can inspire you to look at the auctions, But one thing about the handy one that I got, I don't know about the 72-inch or any of the other bigger ones, but the 48-inch is a beast, and it has plenty of torque. So, and that's the ones that I have. I mean, I know they got another auction coming up on the 15th. So, on December. But man, you might lose $20,000 worth of work between now and then, because there comes a point in time in the off season where this kind of thing slows down. But I'm finna pull up to this yard over here, y'all. I might do a lot of editing on this video, because I'm all over the place. But I gotta get it. I was just gonna work in the shop today, but one of my customers, well, they owe me money and they're ready for me to come again. So I'm gonna go on and go out here and take care of this one, so I don't have to worry about it anymore this year. So, okay, y'all. So y'all know, y'all been over here 100 times. Ain't nothing special over here. But I want to show you how this Exmark will take all these leaves. See, I just take everything through the woods. See how green the backyard is? I don't bag nothing or anything like that. Not normally. So yeah. Man. Okay, so I got that one done. So that's all I'm doing today. It took me about an hour and 10 minutes. I talked to her for a minute. She wants to do some other work around there after Christmas. So, and I usually do a little side projects there for her over the years. I've been doing that property, mowing it and everything for, well, long time. 15 years, 16 years, 17 years, something like that.